It was deep in the woods of Raven County, a place locals refused to visit after dark. They said the lake there could whisper your name if you stood too close to the water. No one knew why, but everyone knew what happened to those who listened. Ava didn't believe any of it. She was a travel vlogger chasing mystery spots for her next video: foggy lakes, abandoned cabins, creepy legends. When she heard about Whispering Lake, she smiled and said the words she'd later regret: perfect for content. The forest was cold that night. Her camera light barely cut through the mist. Every step crunched wet leaves. Somewhere far off, water rippled, though there was no wind. She reached the lake after an hour of walking. The air was silent, heavy, almost unnatural. The surface of the water was black, like glass reflecting another world. Ava set up her tripod, hit record, and began her intro. "Hey guys, it's Ava here, and I'm standing at the famous Whispering Lake, where locals say you can hear the dead call your name." She laughed nervously, brushing off the chill crawling up her neck. But then faintly, something answered. It was soft, almost like a breath. "Ava," she froze. The forest went still. Her camera light flickered. She looked around, no one was there. The whisper came again, closer this time. "Ava, come closer." She stepped back, her heart racing. The voice was now clear, coming directly from the water. She pointed her camera at the lake and saw ripples moving toward her, even though she hadn't thrown anything in. She whispered, trembling, "Who's there?" Then, in the reflection of her own light, she saw a figure standing behind her, pale, dripping wet, with hollow eyes. She spun around, nothing. But when she looked back at the water, the reflection was still there. It smiled. Ava screamed and stumbled, her camera falling into the mud. The lens caught everything: her panicked breathing, the footsteps running toward the trees, and finally, her voice cut off mid-scream. The next morning, hikers found her camera by the lake. The last frame showed her standing still, eyes wide open, as something dark rose behind her from the water, a shape with no face, only a whispering mouth. Locals say her video auto-uploaded that night. It had no title. Just one line in the description: "Don't listen when it calls your name." 2. The search for Ava's body lasted 3 days. Police divers combed the entire lake but found nothing: no footprints, no signs of struggle, not even her shoes. The only thing recovered was her camera, and even that wasn't supposed to work. But it did. When the police reviewed the footage, something strange happened. The video glitched midway through, showing frames that weren't filmed. In one frame, Ava was seen standing in the lake, water up to her shoulders, whispering something. Her lips moved, but no sound came out. The officer reviewing it quit that night. He swore he heard her voice through the speaker, whispering his name. By morning, word spread fast. Tourists came to the lake. YouTubers. Ghost hunters. Everyone wanted the viral spot. But only one of them truly found it again. His name was Lucas. Ava's friend. He arrived at Whispering Lake with 2 cameras, a flashlight, and Ava's old vlogging mic still clipped to his jacket. He told himself it was for closure, but deep down, he needed answers. As he reached the lake, the mist was thicker than before, swirling like smoke over black water. His flashlight beam barely cut through it. The air buzzed with something electric. Lucas whispered, "Ava?" The lake rippled. Then a voice, faint, distant, hers. "Lucas, come see what I found." He froze. The voice came from the water. Not from around it, inside it. Lucas raised his camera, zooming toward the surface. At first, he saw only his own reflection. Then, beneath it, another face appeared: Ava's. Eyes open. Mouth moving. "Lucas, come home." His heart hammered as the water began to bubble. He stumbled backward, tripping over his own bag. A smell of rot filled the air. Something black slithered just beneath the surface, circling. He turned to run, but the trees had shifted. The forest was gone. In every direction, only black water stretched endlessly, rippling beneath a sky with no stars. His flashlight sputtered and died. He was standing on what looked like an island, but even the ground beneath his feet was wet, breathing. The whisper came again. Closer. Lucas, it's beautiful down here. The sound was all around him now, behind him, above him, inside his head. He pressed his palms against his ears, shaking violently. Stop. Silence. Then, a hand cold and dripping rested on his shoulder. He turned slowly. Ava stood there, or what was left of her. Her skin was pale blue, eyes milky white, mouth trembling like it was still learning to smile. You shouldn't have come, she said softly. Now it knows your name too. The water around them started to churn. Black shapes began to rise, dozens of faces, whispering in perfect rhythm. Their eyes rolled, their mouths opened, and the words came like a chorus from below. Come beneath, come beneath, come beneath. Lucas screamed as something wrapped around his ankle, cold, slimy, pulling him downward. He clawed at the muddy ground, but it gave way like quicksand. The last thing he saw before going under was Ava's reflection in the water, smiling. The lake went still again. That night, Lucas's live stream went viral. It was 46 minutes of static, until the final second, when a whisper slipped through the noise. He's here now.